Thanksgiving and pumpkin pie, and our restaurant here, back porch, has I think about 200 orders for pies, so it's going to be smelling incredible in here. And we have a lot to show you, including the Rowan Trunk Show today, and we've got a giveaway, but we're going to start with something that you might want to learn about, whether you're a shopper for exotic yarn or whether you want to learn how to spin it. So I'm going to introduce you now to our friend Karen Cooper, and she is spinning on the Country Craftsman wheel, which we just got one in for sale for somebody's holiday. So take it away, Karen.
Thanks, Charlie. This is actually my favorite spinning wheel for making textured yarns because it has a nice big opening. So when you have large pieces, it can go through nice and smoothly. And today I'm just doing a quick demo on making a super slub or coil, and sometimes people call these little ones beehives. And there's a couple of things I'll start showing you. First, the raw materials. And sure we can grab one of
Sure,
right
those
here.
They're Scorpio.
So this is a really beautiful silk merino blend fiber, and you can see all the variations of color, which gives you lots of options when you're spinning it and you want to ply. So this is nice and soft and Scorpio.
Can you tell us where you found this fiber?
At Lambspun, of course. And it's really wonderful. There's a lot of Rowan yarns. This is the fine tweed haze, and you can see it can make a little halo. So if you don't want to go as complicated as these slub coils or beehives, you could just ply a thick and thin yarn with this, and it will turn out something like this one. Grab that off there. So you can see this is really
beautiful.
lush. There's locks integrated, and there's a ply, and so you could use this tweed to ply with if you want to have the soft look. You could also use some of this hand-dyed silk if you want to have more of a pink color. This has pink and brown, which is very popular right now. If you want to have some sparkle, you could use this diamante as your ply, and that has little sparkles in it, so it gives you a little pizzazz for a holiday party. And if you want to have more contrast, this is a little thicker silk that's just got a nice sheen to it, and you can see how it would look lovely with that contrast with that Scorpio yarn. Very rich. And then if you want more of a pink, you could go with, this is Queen Conch Shell. And this is lovely. It's got a lot of yardage in it, so you could go a long ways with this as your ply as well.
And that's our Erie silk that's hand dyed here at Lambspun.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Very soft.
And then this is a Rowan alpaca haze, and it looks soft like a ball, but it's actually a very thin yarn with a nice halo. And this is a really beautiful ply for making this lush spiral yarn. So those are just some options and ideas for you. The other, Shirley, if you can grab that big orange ball.
Oh yeah.
Is if you wanted to have something with lots of texture, you could take just some merino, and this does have some variations in the orange, and I've just applied them in to this same Scorpio yarn. So this is a really versatile fiber.
Intense.
And
now.
it looks less pink when you put orange in it, and then this is some of the silk haze in kind of a pinkish red color. So lots of different ways.
That's beautiful.
You
It really
could
is.
experiment, and these are great to incorporate along a cuff or a pocket, to line the outside of a pocket, or put in a couple of rows in a hat, or hand mitts or gloves.
And weaving.
Weaving.
Weavers buy this a lot.
Lots of weavers. And this I just wanted to show you if you just want to have a regular 3-ply yarn. This is a cabled yarn. Again, it's that Scorpio, and you can see the rich browns as well as
Very round.
the burgundy color in it. It looks like a totally different yarn, and it's just plied on itself. So this would
Beautiful.
be a real easy spin. Okay, I'll give the big ball back.
Thank you.
And I'll just quick show you how to make this super slub coil or beehive style yarn. You
Here's
want
another pretty one.
Here's another one. Yeah. This is a skinnier yarn, so you can make art yarn very thin. You can see how it's got.
You did a beautiful job with that.
This one I applied with what's called a silk hanky, and it's a form of silk that comes out kind of cobwebbish, so that when it covers over, it's very thin strands.
I love it.
And so tiny spirals. If you don't have a spinning wheel with a large orifice, or even if you're using a spindle for spinning, you could do certainly do a mini skein like this and even larger.
It's excellent.
So that's our raw material, and I am starting off, let me get this off the wheel here, with the Scorpio on one side, which I've spun as a thick and thin yarn. It's just got these slubs in it. And on the other side, I'm using a mohair, but you could use cotton or silk or a variety of others. And the trick with this kind of yarn is to spin slow. So I want tension on this core here. I put it around my pinky, and then I start spinning in the opposite direction. This thick and thin, I applied Z, and now I'm going S. I hope I got that right. And if you push it up, it makes a super coil so that you don't even see the core shining through. And some people, especially for weaving, this is just a beautiful textured yarn. So that's the coil. Now I see a slub coming up, so I'm going to move my core to 45 degrees to secure the top, and I'm going to wind on this slub and then push it up, and that makes my beehive, and I'll secure it at the end so it doesn't come loose.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah. So you can cover the whole core if you want. You can do a super coil. You can push your coils up if you don't want the core to show, or you can secure it, twist on your yarn, push it up, and then secure it for more of that beehive kind of look. And then you just keep going. It's a very slow, meditative process. This is, if you're in a hurry, this is not the yarn that's going to turn out to be really beautiful, because you have to take your time, which can be really important during these hectic days with holidays coming up. So very easy, peaceful, and you take your time. There's no wrong way to do it. It does take some practice, but I think there's a lot of rewards to it.
Well, thank you, Karen. This is very inspiring.
You want to tell us about this book?
Yes, so I can't remember if I marked the pages on there.
Did.
The Spinner's Book of Designs has 2-ply slub coils. That's on page 187 if you have the book. And it tells you, what do you start with, how do you make it, and what it can look like. And this author has used primarily white yarns so that you can see how the different textures show up even just with plain white wool. And then there's all kinds of, you could go through this book with a group every day for over a year and learn how to spin a lot of different textured yarns. And you sell this book, right?
We do, and art yarns are more and more exciting here because of you, and we're selling art yarns every day, it seems like. They make a present. We had someone just come in, and that was the special gift they got, was one of our hand-spun art yarns. So you definitely want to learn how to do this. You can definitely come shopping and see these, and we'll show you another little exciting thing in the near future of another spinning designer yarn. We'll just have to keep you coming.
Yeah. And I know the other day a woman came in and her husband's sweater needed a patch, so she bought some art yarn because he wanted some color in it. And
Make
so
it
she
exciting.
was doing one of those visible patches on there.
No wimpy scariness here.
How fun. Thank you.
And if you want to win another fabulous prize, we still have till the end of this month. We're showing the Rowan Trunk Show. This is the giveaway, which is actually 12 skeins of the Rowan felted tweed. And today we have sweaters from Rowan to show you based on their new magazine, which is number 76. They have quite a lineup of designers from Kay Fassett to Arnie and Carlos, many that you'll recognize. And it's the kind of thing you'll want to put out on your coffee table. It's a beautiful book. It talks a lot about the the story behind the yarns. And today we're just showing you some of the ones that we happen to have in the store right now. This is one of the most popular yarns in the entire world. It's felted tweed, and this is all Rowan. It's Rowan and Rowan design. This one is 5 balls of one color, 3 balls of another. It's in magazine 76, and the designer here is Martin Story, another really famous knitwear designer for Rowan.
And you can actually make this Hunslet sweater, and you'll have the yarn that goes with it if you win our giveaway.
Yes, you will. And we've also got classes to help you with this color knitting as well. And this is one of the yarns that we carry here. It's a beautiful design that's called Steam, and it's City Haze by Lisa Richardson. And this yarn is called Fine Tweed Haze. Again, it's by Rowan, and we've got a huge selection of colors. This is one that Karen would ply with because it grabs on nicely. It has the slubs, and it's a wonderful yarn on itself as well. This is just this by itself, but it's also a great spinner's yarn. And this one is more felted tweed, and we're featuring a lot of little items because people are buying the big and little items right now. So this is Feather and Fan, hand knit scarf out of the natural colors. And it's really nice to complement a special sweater with a hand knit scarf. Here's another one that's out of this same yarn as the Fine Tweed Haze. And Liz just completed this. It's called the Amita scarf, which is one of our sock yarns here, and it just happened to really pick up the colors of this Rowan sweater.
It's a lovely scarf.
It is. And then this one is called Flounce, and this is the pure alpaca, which is in this. It's a brand new Rowan yarn that's in the store right now. And then we have a complimentary woven scarf by Shauna that she did out of our Kimless cotton. So it
Those
makes a great look.
Both incredibly soft.
And speaking of the fine tweed, or the felted tweed haze, we're getting a little more wonderfully exciting with our National Park hats. So Paula just learned how to do this embroidery stitch called Bouillon. And it's just a wonderful addition to this hat. And it's actually in the Rowan organic plant-dyed embroidery yarn. So another new yarn by Rowan that is just adding more excitement to everything. We don't want to forget to mention this last scarf. It's kind of an understated one. It's out of that pure alpaca by Rowan. And here's another hand-woven scarf in silk boucle, done by Shauna again. And these have been selling, we've been selling 1 or 2 a week now. So very popular if you need a scarf. They're in like the 120 to, under 200 range, and beautiful hand-dyed silks. We've got a great collection of colors. We had a phenomenal workshop with engineers from CSU, about 33 learning to make little CSU rams. But coming up this Friday, we're switching over to gnomes and snowmen. So if you haven't found out yet about our little make and takes, these are special little classes, just a one-time. You make it and take it home that day, and it's from 2 to 4. So this Friday, November 22nd, we're doing ornaments, snowmen, and gnomes. And then if you want to do 2 of those or can't make this one, you can sign up for Saturday, December 7th. This Friday's our potluck, so we'll have potluck and ornaments, and it'll be quite amazing.
We'll be busy here.
It will be. So we're trying to get organized so everybody has successful adventure. And we don't want to forget to mention one more event that's coming up right the day before Thanksgiving. We're having a real fine old-fashioned tea with scones and homemade teas, and it's in honor of Julie Powell and the workshop that she did. And so Julie will be here in addition to her students showing many of the items that they have done because of her inspiration about a month ago here. And so everyone is invited to this. There's no charge. You just walk in the door and it'll be like a party, and you just have a good time, meet this incredible knitwear designer and all the artists that she's inspired.
And so that's 1 week from today, Wednesday the 27th.
1:45. You won't forget because it's actually the day before Thanksgiving. So I know we're going to be ready for Thanksgiving after this. It'll set off the whole holiday season. So looking forward to seeing you. We'll try to take a lot of pictures and share it all with you.